Hello and welcome to another video. In today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how I sync up rushes using a piece of software called Synchronisation, and I'm going to be syncing up 2 days worth of rushes here just to show off. As you can see, I've got them here on my desktop. I've got 2 folders of video and 2 folders of audio, and needless to say these rushes have been recorded with sync timecode. So I'm going to go over to Final Cut. So I have my rushes library and I have an event. I'm going to call this one rushes, and I'm going to import media, and on my import settings I'm just going to leave them in place. I'm going to create keywords from tags and folders, and the only other one thing I'm going to have ticked is assign iXML track names if available, because these audio files are multi-track WAV files and they will be labeled as mix left, mix right, boom, lavalier, and I want to keep all that data in my rushes, keep it all throughout my cut, and keep it into my AAF file that I'll export for the mix. So I'm going to highlight these 4 folders and import them all. And there's a few text files in there, so we can ignore those and continue. And while they're processing, you can like and subscribe if you like, that'd be nice. So here we have my rushes. They've all imported very nicely. I've got all my audio and all my video. I've got, looks like 50 slates to sync up. So I'm going to do 2 very important things. First of all, I'm going to look at my audio day 1, and I can see that this was content created was on the 21st of July. Now, if I look at my day 1 video rushes, it's saying the 23rd and the 24th. Now, Sync and Link isn't going to like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all, and I'm going to go to modify, and I'm going to adjust content created date and time, and I'm going to knock this back to 2 days, so it's all on the 21st. So I'm going to click OK. Now, even that, you can see some of it was copied at midnight and just after midnight, so some of it's still coming in as the 22nd. So I'm going to just change those again so they all say the 21st, and I'm going to have a look. So they all now say the 21st. I'm going to look at day 2, and day 2 is the 22nd. That's all the audio, and on the video, see, that's saying the 24th, whereas I want that all to be the 22nd. So I'm going to select all, modify content day, and I'm going to go to 22nd of July and OK that. And as we can now see, that's all the 22nd. So that's all good. That's going to make my Sync and Link experience nice and smooth. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the media duration column, and I'm going to click it so the shortest clips are at the top. Now, what I've got here is some very short camera false starts. This is 19 frames, so I know I can get rid of that, and I can get rid of this one. And I've got a little shot, it looks like the ceiling. I can get rid of that. I've got a shot of a chair for 2 seconds. So this is all just rubbish. This is all just stuff that happens during the day. The camera gets turned off and on accidentally, and the audio gets recorded accidentally. There's some people in the art department. There's just some people wandering around again, and this is a bit of just junk audio. This is a shot. I know you can't see it because I've had to mask it off, but I'm actually going to, I think I might keep that one because it might come in useful. But here's another bit of audio. No, that's a false start. Yeah, that's a false start as well on the audio. That's another false start on the audio. I'm going to get rid of that. And here's shot. This is 19 seconds. This has a slate. So now we're now into the proper rushes. So I'm now happy with all this. I'm going to highlight my event, and I'm going to export an XML. I'm going to put it on my desktop. Now I've got this metadata view here, Sync and Link X. So this gives all the metadata that Sync and Link X needs, and you can import this metadata view from the Sync and Link X app. I'll show you how to do that in a second, but now I'm just going to save this XML to the desktop. Let's hide File Cut, and let's highlight our XML, right click and open with Sync and Link X, and that will bring up the Sync and Link X window. Now you can go to Help here, and you can go Install Metadata View, and that will install that special Sync and Link X metadata view. So what we have here is just our setup for how we want to synchronize these rushes. Now, the most important thing here is name synchronize clip using, and I'm going to just choose audio because I'm going to use the names of the audio files to label my rushes, because the audio files have got the correct slate and take number. And I'm going to add the audio metadata to the synchronized clip. And I'm going to choose this one. I'm going to trim the clips to the video duration, so I don't have any bits at the beginning or the end of each synchronized clip that are just dark, because they're just bits of audio. I'm not going to make any multicams because I know I don't have any multicams in this particular set of rushes, but if you want to, you can make multicams and synchronized clips, or you can just make multicams. But again, there aren't any multicams in this project. And I'm going to use my sub-role names for the audio component names. This is quite important. I'm going to import automatically after saving, and I'm going to sync the clips. Now you can, if you want to, you can save a sync report, but I'm just going to click Save XML, and I'm going to save the XML to the desktop, but the XML will automatically open in Final Cut. So it opens up and it will give us a new event with our rushes all synced up in here. So let's have a look here. So we've got 3 video files there that it hasn't been able to sync up with anything. They are most likely mute shots. And as we go through, we can see slate 1, take 1, slate take 2, and all the way through to our slate 50, take 2, and a wild track at the end. So yes, if we look at these shots here, that's mute without sound. This one, yes, that's also mute without sound. So I can just label those myself because they don't have any audio with them. And one other thing, if I click on my rushes and I go to my inspector and I click on audio, you can see here that the WAV files, the names of each track, mix left, mix right, boom, lav, lav2, have all been maintained, and that will carry on all the way through my edit and all the way through to the AAF export. And that's how you sync up rushes with Synchronisation X. As you can see, I've done something that would normally take a great deal of time in just a few seconds. So that's Synchronisation X, and I thoroughly recommend it. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. Follow me on social media, and also see in the description for a link to buy me a coffee, but preferably tea, 2 sugars. Thank you.